Welcome to HACCP Training, training on hazard analysis and critical control points in food industry. This video is focusing on our monitoring and record keeping system, namely the Pestige HACCP folder for the catering business. Who is this video for? The video targets the managers, supervisors, or whoever that's in charge of general hygiene standards in the business. Before we go to what is in the folder, let's see why it is important to maintain the HACCP folder. Maintaining the HACCP folder shows that not only you know about food safety, but you follow the principles of food safety, and you are a great manager after all. One thing to remember, HACCP folder is not just a paper exercise, but it is a reflection of your business. It is a way to impress the health inspectors and a major factor of determining your rating. So, what is in the HACCP folder? The HACCP folder contains daily checks for controlling, monitoring and recording of all the CCPs. The checks should be conducted during the opening and the closing of your restaurant. Please note, daily checks are basically the things that you, as a manager, should inspect on a daily basis because they entail the critical control points of food hygiene. These checks reflect exactly the list that a health inspector will be inspecting in your premises. And if you are the manager or the person in charge, you should make sure you sign your name on top of the weekly page. If more than one person are in charge, then you can always add the name on the top. The week commencing means the date of the Monday of that week. So for example, 11th October 2021 was a Monday's date. So let's see, what are the opening checks? The opening checks include food handlers, hand washing facilities, refrigeration, food contact surfaces, deep cleaning, pest control, thermometers, the building structure, and the infection checks. Let's take a look at the checks within the folder and how to sign them off. The first thing when you arrive is to check if all the food handlers have got uniform, headwear, and they all look clean. Then you check if all your hand washing facilities are okay and everyone washes their hands before starting work. You check your fridge freezers for the temperatures and the food inside is not expired. Your food contact surfaces are all clean before they start being used, as well as having enough sanitizers for cleaning them during the day. Then you check if the kitchen is looking clean enough and nothing underneath appliances. You also check if there is any new evidence of pests. And if there is, you make sure to record and call Pestige for inspection and control. Next, you have enough thermometers and wipes to clean them as well. Also, you check your building that it doesn't have any structural issues like broken tiles, etc. Then lastly, you ensure that all your staff are free of any infections. If there is another manager or supervisor on the following day, he can simply sign with his own initials. At the end of the day, you will do the same. You follow the closing checklist and sign off again with your initials. So let's see, what are the closing checks? Closing checks include dirty uniform, cleaning towels, refrigeration, food surfaces, deep cleaning, storage room, utilities, the bins, and any other extra checks. So when you're conducting the closing checks, you make sure all the dirty uniforms are placed in bin bags or laundry bags to be washed and ironed. Also, all the dirty cleaning clothes are washed in hot water, dried and ironed if possible. Then you check your fridges, freezers temperatures, record them, and any out-of-date food is thrown away. You then ensure all the food contact surfaces such as tabletops, handles, chopping boards, switches are all cleaned and sanitized, along with the end of the day cleaning of all the equipment, sinks, walls, floors and shelves. You also check the storage room that it is left well organized, food being covered and sealed. Your utilities, meaning gas, water and electricity, is turned off. All the bins are emptied, making sure the area around them is clean and the external bins have lids on them. Then last but not least, you conduct other checks such as emptying the tills, sorting alarms, doors and shutters. Please make sure you do not sign off any of the checks unless you have checked them. Apart from the opening and closing check templates, there are other templates in the folder, such as fridge and freezer temperatures, cooking and cooling, reheating and hot holding, which will all be discussed in other videos focusing on those control points. However, the last template is the 4-weekly review, which is to help you reviewing your methods and steps taken if there has been any issue in the course of 4 weeks. In the next video, we will focus on food handlers and infection checks.